Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. Gonna ring some bells here. It might be a little loud, so if you're sensitive, you might want to turn the volume down. If it resonates, feel free to like or comment. If it doesn't, don't make it fit. Seeing what I would call like a tide pool, but it's making an eddy, if we will, and almost like if you're in the tub and you watch the water go down or the sink, creates that tornado-like experience. But it's not going. It's it's being funneled, obviously, into a very fine drain, if we will, where it's relieving, but then it's dumping into this very large cavity, and it's almost dripping because it has so much space in this cavity versus the very fine hole. We obviously need air for this to take place. So that would be a very large mass going into a much smaller transition into a very large cavity. And it's just like lining the ceiling is getting wet. It's it's almost more like a mist at this point, humidity, if you will, versus actually standing water. So we're coating the external here, and if we're looking at it as a rock, we can say it's starting to get wet. It is getting uh, less friction. We are preparing for uh, what is it? Preparing for, I don't want to use that word. Uh, we're preparing to fill it. The word insertion was coming through, but there's something is, it was, we can look at it like an hourglass. And we have all that volume of sand on the one side, and just a little bit is slowly filling up. But this was more like whatever's going to go in that cavity that was below uh, has the potency to turn into something great, and it's being prepared. Like it's being prepared to receive whatever it is, and it's there. It's on the other side. Ace of Swords, mental clarity. It's just uh, coming to a place of complete understanding that this is happening. And when we look at that whole, it's slow, and that doesn't feel very really reassuring, because obviously we want things now. I mean, who doesn't? I haven't met anybody that wouldn't want things to happen right now. But when I started to say that, I felt like we can make the whole larger, and uh, to make it happen quicker. How are we going down that way? The Hierophant reversed and upright. It came out sideways. Sorry. Belief and rebellion. We're looking at systems in general. Uh, when we gravitate onto ways that we would have been raised in and experienced and see and have proof that this is how things work, we believe in them. We see this as this is how it is. Rebelling against the system, and not in a malicious way, but trying to get out of it, find another way around it. This is this picking action. We may be working towards something like that. I just picked, I guess. Picking at it. How can we speed up this process? And it is in our mind. The Five of Wands, clashed interests. Can normally look at this people, but just going back to the systems, there's a belief in us And uh, that belief goes against what we're striving for naturally. Otherwise, it would be here. The resistance is in the mind and letting go of that, depending on what it is. I don't always have the answers for that from personal experience. It is that's a rewiring. That is trust inside self and God, source, divine, whoever you're subscribed to. You have to get to a place that obviously goes against our comfort, goes against what makes us comfortable and what we believe is true and what we believe is not. And everybody has different beliefs, and how they affect them and direct their lives is their internal experience and fight was coming through. And it is. Uh, we can believe anything if we want to, whether about someone, a situation, uh, the systems, money, and somebody else might believe something differently. But we can make anything true in our mind if we truly want to, whether it is true or not. We have that power. Last judgment reversed. Avoidance. Just very simple of uh, going back to that cave analogy where the hourglass. Uh, we can let it take its course, and then we can be upset that it's taking that long, or we can really view the belief, whatever this belief is, and change that. If the belief is in charge, and we have to wait by time then, because we're in this structure. Or we can try to let go of this clashed interest, this belief, and see it for what it is and speed things up. Pick at it, which just means we can flirt with it. How can we implement small changes with this belief that is like pussyfooting around it? That's not dealing with the problem. That's taking our time. Got the spirit card. Got heavy chills here. Uh, I did a message earlier that I mentioned on trust, and hey, I'm all about putting trust in God, source, divine, whoever you're subscribed to. But then I said we need to have a lot of trust in ourselves as well. And when we don't have that, we are at the mercy of everything around us, naturally. And then we are also at the mercy of them. But when we have that trust and we take action somehow and we start to do things, it takes a lot of courage because we're going up against a system, a belief in our mind that has made decisions for us all of our life. And we need to generate that, and that is generally rewarded because we are breaking out of a belief or a cycle that has held us back for so long. So, yeah, I'm all about trust and faith and good faith, hope in general with God, source, divine, whoever's out there for you. But we also got to do it in here. And to do so, how else do you do that? You have to have trust in yourself. We're going into the unknown. We don't know what's out there. And if we don't trust ourselves to be able to take care of ourselves or to succeed or believe in ourselves, well, nothing's going to happen because they're not just going to hand it to you. We have to present ourselves that way. We have to be it. And if we don't, we have those limiting beliefs, which we all do. There's no hate here. And when we're in that experience, that is the time. It's like divine timing. Oh, it'll come when it's time. Yeah, that time can be changed when we change our belief. Why did it take so long? Well, divine timing. But what if by us changing the belief sooner it changes? Which it would, because we're in a different place then in our mind, our frequency, our vibration, whatever we want to call it, energetically. Or it takes the amount of time that it does until we finally release it or change it or transition with it. King of Wands. creative vision. That's obviously the driving force here. The hourglass, the cave, it's all there. The sand is on the other side. The water is on the other side to be transferred. Like I said, we can pick at that small hole and allow the water to flow in quicker, or time will take it. You're going to get there regardless. But if we're in an impatient place, or we'd like it now, we feel like it's time now, we need it, it's going to make us feel more comfortable, whatever it is, we can pick at it. But if not, it'll come. It may not come as quick as we'd like it to, but if we want it quicker, it's up to us. Chariot, determination. Just going to go off that simple word. Keep pushing. We keep putting it in. We keep showing up. And it doesn't really feel like, initially it felt like we just keep putting a grain of sand in there. If we were talking about the hourglass. Or the water, it keeps filling up. Everything that is going down there, we're keeping that, I don't know, even with the top. We're not losing anything as it's transferring. It has that constant pressure, that constant volume in this cavity on the other side, if we will. But the way the whole message is pulling back to is it's happening regardless, in time or sooner. And if we want it to happen sooner, it is up to us to pick at the belief that is the cycle closing, the release, the removal. And yeah, it is easier said than done. I get that. But it's all personal. Somebody's limiting belief will be different than another. Their experience will be. Nine of Swords, mental strife. It's like we know it, but we can't let go of it. Holding on to it. It's the last thing that needs to go for the floodgates to open, if we will, or the hourglass to break. It is. We're aware of it. How do you let that go? How does that fit into your life? How can you pick at it? Since we naturally just want it to go away, and it's so large that we can't. That very small, I don't even have anything to show how small that hole was in that rock for the water. But let's just say it's this big, the whole thing. And there's a very small hole there. How can I just put dynamite in there and explode all that out? Well, that's drastic. But if I go in there with a pick or a screwdriver and chisel away, I'm working at it very small, small little bits. Just start picking at it. We know what it is. We know what's holding us back. Let's just pick at it and see. And during this process, we're making progress regardless. Because if we did nothing, time would in essence allow all that water to transfer. But if we're picking at it, we're making progress to removing this belief or this blockage in our mind. And while working on it, we're speeding up time by making the hole a little bigger and a little bigger throughout this process. So it's a win-win. We are making the hole bigger by working on this, allowing it to flow a little quicker, and eventually maybe we'll have an epiphany that comes through and we can just finally let it go. Naturally, we want the external to validate this, to just make it go away, but it is our job, it is our courage and strength to work through it and to succeed. So I will leave this here. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, or subscribe, and I will talk to you all later.